welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the second modular or the second video of EvotoAI, but this time we're going to talk about color adjustments. As you saw the video, the first time we talked about, let me open up the screen here, we discussed the opening menu, how to add pictures, how to erase your effects that you've already done, both by here in the history, here with the back button or designated button, your liquefies, your healing brushes, and your movable hand to grab your picture. Also, your carousel down here at the bottom. I do want to say something I did not say. This is it as far as viewing. If you want to see your pictures in a bigger format, you would probably have to go watch them or see them in the folder and then delete from there. Evoto, as of now, in 4.0.0 does not have another viewing way other than this. All right, but let's get into color adjustments. I will start here at the top of the page. You can have just your color adjustments, just your AI adjustments, or you can show both panels, which will include both your AI looks and your color matching. Color matching, as of this video, is not out yet, but it is used to help color match your white balances with your other photos in a given shoot. For example, here, let's just say, for example, client says, I love the warmth of this picture. Can you match it to, here, let me reset these so you guys don't see, well, you'll see them, but, oops, to select. So this is just me clicking this picture, holding shift and clicking this picture. I'm going to reset this picture, which will only apply to the picture that is in yellow. I will then hit sync, and it will reset all those options throughout the rest of these pictures. But anyways, let's say the client said, hey, I really want that warmth. I want that to match this picture. And instead of me using down here in basic, for the white balance, I can go to upload color match. So let's go to it. Upload. Oh, sorry. This upload is for your JPEGs. If I want to just use the picture selected, I could just have it up in yellow, create a color match preview, and it goes here. This is the picture I just did that to. I'm going to delete it because I've already done this. Yes, this is the JPEG that I just uploaded by going to upload color match. So let's go down to that picture I actually want to color match. There it is. Now, click. Settings will transfer here. There they are. Now, is it a little stronger than I want? Maybe, but if the client likes it, then I like it. So I'm going to take it down to 50 just to eyeball it. I would say that's close. Maybe drift around the 70s. I could sit there and be happy with that. Let me see if I believe high end has also carried over to this. Nope, there it is. But high end is now in there. I would have to, because of that color transfer, I would have to go to portrait retouching. I'm going to go over this in the next video and bring back, use the hand real quick. And bring back some of the features of her face that I would not want to get rid of. Boom. Now she gets that same warm color that she requested from this picture. I wouldn't expect anybody to do that. These are completely two different shoots, two different areas, but if she wanted that, that's what they get. That's what they deserve. All right, let's go back. Let me reset. Go back to my presets, put on high end, and we will move on from there. Okay, first thing here, histogram. It's usually in every photo software system that I can think of. Your RAW or JPEG information will be here. Your camera settings will be here. After that, you have your real-time color adjustments. Now, real-time color adjustments, you can only see color when this is on, any changes to color. You will not see your portrait retouch. As you can see, high end is no longer visible. If I toggle this off, high end is now visible. Let me get rid of this distraction. Okay, and that's that. Moving on to profile. All these didn't Yes, they did. Let's go to a different photo to see the profiles. This should be fun. You know what? Let's get some faces in there. Let's reset. Just so you can see the beginning of this photo. There it is. I'll go natural 2. Get rid of that. This is all about this part. All right, let's get it. You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go to our AI color looks. Now I can show all of this. I could show just the AI color looks, and that's what we'll do. Now, you have recommended, which is theirs, and you have my look, which is mine. Mine are gonna come from photos I've already done, the JPEGs that I have transferred over. But again, we're only doing recommended. So start here with natural. Oh, that's neutral, sorry. Not bad. This is the one I normally use. I pretty much keep this setting in all my pictures. I've used Vivid Light before, and I do like it, but it's got to fit that scene. I already think this is bright enough to be adding that. I could dial it down, and my color will still be there. There we go. Pure Love. It's going to stay at 100. If I make an adjustment here, the next adjustments do not follow, which is normal. Bright Blossom. I feel like some of these names are something I would hear Jared Poland do with his Fro Pack. Bright Minimal. Elegant Shades. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see them out to the side. Olive green. I love olive green. I forgot about that one for a second. Now, it doesn't work here, but in these outdoor environment shots, I really love olive green, not to 100%, to 60. And if I didn't like what it did to her skin compared to what her skin was, little difference, not bad. I can go to what we'll go over in the next one. Nile Blue. Dawn Voyage. I'll give you guys a different look. Ember Glow. Sunshade. Doesn't exactly match with this one. No, I still wouldn't use that with this one. Maybe. The Golden Rays, the Warm and Cozies, and the Warm Cinnamon, I call these the brown filters, mainly because I see a lot of photography pages that only use that brown, warm look. I'm not a fan of it. I've just never been a fan. And like when you see them in certain decor pictures, they don't that's not a representation of what it looked like there. And I was so justified by that comment one day. I actually saw a girl make a comment that she did not like her wedding photos because the photographer used that setting, and that's not what anything looked like there. And so she was very upset about that. Textured, I actually like this one on here. And you know what? Very curious. Yeah, I like that on there too. All right, in visual impact, let's go back to some brighter colored pictures. Boom, HDR on steroids is how I look at that. None of these I've ever sat on 100. I always take them down to at least half of what they suggest, but it's pretty. All right, let's move on. There's your, before I just move on, there are your colors, both recommended. This is what Evoto has made. This is my look. This is what I can make based on other photos that I've already taken. Okay, let's get rid of that panel. Moving on up. Let's see. Color adjustments already finished. All right, so you have full image versus local image. That's a lot to unpack. Let me skip this and come back to it. Profile, standard, and black and white. That's the only thing that you have there. The black and whites, they're pretty naturally. Obviously, you'd probably have to bring some stuff up. But let's actually dig into that under, filters. Filters, very common to what you see on Instagram. You have all these different color makes that Evoto has designed for you to choose. Find what you love, find what fits. The examples here, pretty good representations of what you're going to see in your own image. Can't complain. I haven't dug into them just yet. I haven't felt like a need for them. I mean, I've never even used filters, even when I do post on my Instagram. And I do have a black and white. And again, you can make you can't make adjustments on black and white, because if you do make adjustments, well, you get your color back. Okay. Where is there we go. All right, and close down filters. All right, as far as your red, greens, and blues, you have all of that. Oh, sorry, basic. We have basics first. Under basic, you have your white balance. You can as shot. Whoops. Why are you? Oh, I left the filter on. There we go. Okay. Under basics, you have your as shot, which is how the camera saw it. Auto white balance, which is the way Evoto is going to see it. And then you have all your other settings. And then custom, let me see if this is right. I think if I slide exposure over, no, it still says an auto. I thought I would go to custom. But anyways, custom will, if I do daylight will come on, and it'll stay daylight. Okay, I can go to custom. And this is the one thing I do like about it. I can make my own white balance that I feel is appropriate. Obviously not this, but just for an example. So I usually keep it as shot. I do not switch it very often, just because I like what my camera did. But where the AI color match, which is again not out yet, it's still in beta, that's where that would come in handy as far as at least ballparking all your images. I don't think Evoto will, in every image, will hit it dead on, but with the slider bar, I'm guaranteeing you can get very close to that. Okay, exposure, contrast, brightness, highlights, and clarity, vibrance, saturation, everything that you want is there. Do I have a good example of how that would work? Let's see. Reset. Exposure, contrast, brightness, highlights, shadows, everything it works great, just like other programs. Where this really comes in handy, let me reset, or what I really love, let me get my natural 2, which is really just going to work in here. So it's kind of pointless on using that, is now, I'm going to go over local. Love this, but I need a better example. Local, get rid of this, some distractions. Love the way that Evoto is able to highlight these people so accurately. Yes, you can fix it if you don't like it, if there's just a little bit off the lips. But there's dad, there's sister, there's mom. Baby brother's too far on the end. He's right underneath the drop bar, so you just go to the drop bar and scroll. There is baby brother. Let me show you what I mean by anybody on the far end. The fourth member is usually underneath this drop piece, so you can't get to them, so you have to click it. And then if you saw that he's by himself, you could scroll right back up. And then, of course, you have all persons. This is everybody. If you click it, if you click here, it'll go to them. You can hold dad, sister, mom, and it holds on to the entire person. Now, if I want to clean up everybody's lips, for example, well, actually, let me show you this. Here's skin. This is without eyes, eyebrows, lips, and teeth. Here's face. Here's body. Eyebrows, sclera, iris, lips. The lips highlight is so funny to me. But if I want to work on everybody's lips, no matter what, I click, lips will transfer over to everybody. I feel like that makes it pretty seamless, pretty quick. And then if you want to reset it to the top, click everybody, click entire person, and you're back to everybody. I feel like it works just flawless. If it's highlighting something you don't like as far as color cleanup, you can come over to the brush. Oh, I want to. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on. If you want to make your own, you go to Other, and you can highlight whatever you would like to highlight. I don't know. This necklace is distracting. That's not how I would actually highlight the necklace. There's your size, softness, flow, density, and then here's your colors in order to change that part. I have done this before. Perfect example. Let's back out. Right here in the eye sockets, this was, let me show you the before and after. The eye sockets were very dark. I lifted the shadows and I felt like it wasn't enough. So I went into, shrink some of this stuff so it's not distracting. Local, my customs. Let's see if my custom stayed in here. There it is. There's the eye sockets that I made off of Persons, Other, Brush, saved it here. There it is. And I opened up the shadows just a little bit more to get into the eye sockets. I made adjustments here specifically, again, when I was trying to lift the shadows up, so all that's saved. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is oh, whoops, my other is highlighted. But anyways, the accuracy is just amazing to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Surprised it really pulled up teeth. God, the hair looks, the hair is so funny to me. All right, let's move on. All right, you're back to full image. So now I want you to note something. When you are in local dealing with the people background and your customs, this is what you're limited to, is your curves, your hue, saturation, and luminance, and your color grading. When you go to full image, you're going to affect the entire image. You cannot do sections unless, let's see if I got this right. Nope, you cannot. It still opens you only to these 4 settings. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna delete it. Go back to full image. Now you get your, was detail in there? Let me go back to it. Nope, no, it was not. And just notice your 4 that you get versus the extra ones that you have, okay? Again, hue, saturation, and luminance, and all your red, greens, and blue settings are here, except for detail. Vignetting, let's see, where's that at? That is under lens correction. When I shoot with my drone, the vignetting filter here, or bar, is awesome. It is just loving it. Grain works really well. I love it. Can't complain. Already went over, already showed you detail. Noise cancellation's here. Noise reduction is here. Smoothness, overall grain strength. If you do want to purposely put grain in your pictures. Now, if I go from, so one thing I do like as far as making it seamless, if I open up basic and I'm trying to just do a light adjustment to every shot, not only can I just do it in one photo and then control, click, and sync those new settings to all these photos, if they're going to be minor in adjustments, I can go here, adjust the exposure, just a terrible example here. Boom, exposure, it just stays open and puts the scroll in the same exact spot. I like that. All right, but I don't like this. So I can go, remember I can go back to history. No, I don't want that either. Well, the grain's gonna stay there. Okay, let's go back. There we go. Let's go back to the beginning of that photo. Not the beginning as before I edited it, but before I opened it and did all the changes. There we go. Good. Good. All right, so another important thing with masks is you cannot, get a good example of this. Oh, I was already there. All right, let's do a mask here. Whoops. That's important presets. I did not go over that in the beginning. That is pretty self-explanatory, but I do not have presets to import, so I cannot physically show you that. Let's go to masks, create a mask, radio, bring her down. Uh-oh, little guy's up. Invert it. Okay. Backing out. I'm on my picture. Control, copy. Copied effects. Coming over here. Control V, pasting my effects. Oh, all the options are already here. Let's see. Yep. There it is. All right. Let me make sure that does that here. See it? Nope. Okay. I must have done it to this picture and do not remember. Here, I'll tell you what I'm doing here. Just a sec. Because this picture should not have any good. Okay, I'm going to try and post. So what I'm getting at is you cannot transfer masks. I know that is disappointing to some, but these are just because because the computer knows I've opened up masks. It is putting all the mask on her because we have local open. Let me actually put it on full image, and these will go away. Should go away. No, they're just going to stay there. Okay, you cannot. If I make a mask on one photo, a specific mask, those masks will not transfer over to the next photo. To me, it's disappointing, but the amount of times that I've wanted to transfer a mask, I really couldn't tell you that I want to transfer the same exact mask. All right, we're in full image. We've gone over curves, color grading. Let me get off of this. I think that's it right there. Okay. Let's see. Make sure I got everything before I hang this one up. I think that is it. Folks, that is color adjustments. I'm gonna call this a second module. I don't know if I'll call it that in the comments, but that is Evoto for color adjustments. If you haven't seen the first video that goes over the presets and the menus and what these functions are and putting these pictures together, both by ratings and name and by editing exports, go check that video out. The next video, we are going to go over portrait retouching, which is why I am guessing you are probably using this program. And yes, believe the hype because it is there. It is amazing. I don't need to pick out these individual brushes to do stuff that I tried to do on Lightroom. Great program, you guys. Thanks for watching. Come back and see the next video. It's going to be a good one.